Hello and welcome back. I always promised I would show everything, so with that in mind, right, let's try and do course play. I am going to try and change that course up though. We're not going to know we didn't save this, did we? That is true. Right, so create job. What we're going to do is open the generator. 14.1 feet. Still not reading it correctly. Right, so it was 24.4. What do I goes wrong? 4.3 is the closest. We want to do, we need a headland, definitely. We're going to go 3. And also need offset. I think that will read from yesterday. I think it will offset take 7.2 feet. Yeah, we're going to try that, definitely. Oh, right. Oh. That's better. Brilliant. Okay. And we will. Yeah, it is actually starting from where we are. So we will start the job. We'll save it if we like it. Let's have a look. Let's watch this just for a little while. Huh? Look at that. Ah, that's why the dog isn't reachable. Yeah, I have no idea why. Let's try that from somewhere else because it's trying to start from the beginning. So there's no need for it to actually do what it's trying to do. I don't understand why it's. I absolutely don't understand why it's not actually doing cosplay. It's bizarre. Yeah. It's not the outer edges that we really need to worry about though. It is actually the... Right, it's going to take 3 times round before we can actually see what we need to see. So, right, what do we need? I don't think now, I would have done it the other way around, but I don't think the stayer is going to manage the cool. It's just too large. So we should go... Oh, did I get this already? This, yeah, but that should. Let's see if this can manage. But yeah, let's do this properly. Let's have a look to see what sort of horses. I mean, it's funny, but Windrowers aren't even big ones. They're not always that high horses, are they? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he can manage it. Fantastic. Let's do this then. Let's set him. I'm not going to start him from that sort of place though. I'm only going to set the course. Yeah, I am actually thinking about it because the Where's the stayer? See wheels. Ah, he is working, that's fine. I'm going to set him on the field, but I'm not going to set him going. I'm just going to create the course, basically. And I think I'm going to choose the left-hand side, because we've got quite a while before the stayer actually gets to that point. Yeah, we need to check this course when the stayer gets to the up and down section, when it's done the 3 headlands. I do love this, it's a thing of beauty. It really is. I do agree. Yeah, it does very much remind me of a bird of prey from Star Trek. Definitely, that's he called it that once, and I've always stuck in my mind. And I thought, you know, he is spot on. It really does. Yeah, one of the Klingon. Is it a warbird or bird of prey? Do you know? I forget myself. Right, we're gonna have to. I don't know if we're gonna. We still need to do this field. I need to do a bit of alteration on it, really. I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna hit the. Right, let's pull that up. Have we got time? We have. Excellent. Yes. Create. Oh, he's banged to the course play. Generator. 62 foot. Number of headlands. 2. Did it decide 2? Did it decide 4? Yeah, I think that's. And we are now going to. I know we're going to have to literally start. Actually, though, no, he's fairly safe there, isn't he, thinking about it? If we are. Yeah, let's refold that up and then push it out of the way. Imagine he's not too. I don't know. Right, let's go and. I would have thought he would have actually caught that there. Quite surprised. Okay. That's weird. This time it's actually done a bigger course than it ever has before. Amazing how course play from one time to another can create a different course. Okay, let's try and see. Yeah, it is actually pulling back in. Okay. Course play. Create job. We don't want first. We want nearest from that corner. Sure if we'd need to pull it back a little to actually get that to go, or whether he will. Usually do that little twiddle thing, don't they? Oh no. Fantastic. Right, I'm leaving the lines on, really, just for this first bit where we do the up and downs. So that's why I'm not going to stay on the stayer that much to be. Wow. Let's see if we can just, yeah. Wow. Get any more? Yeah, we are. That one's... I don't get this. Because they cut to this edge before. I've never known it. It's... Whoa. Do apologise. That is exactly not what I like to do. Yeah, I don't understand why we've cut here before. This has never been affected. Never. I don't know. I just don't get it. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, not sure. Still not sure though that that's not going to clack the next tree down. Nearest. You know, there are some times, seriously. Let's follow these lines a little. This is ridiculous. Let's get past the trees. Let's begin the... Well, that's true. Of course, I'm being silly. It's the offset. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Sending it to the left, more to the left. Silly me. Yes, of course. A minus offset's going to mean I'm going to be left of the line, which is what we need for the next set. That's what the whole point of doing this type of thing. That means also we may well clack that. Oh, I think I already cut that tree. Right, let's... Yeah, actually I do get it now totally. So actually, yeah, that is actually right. Nearest. And yeah, we'll do it because it should be clear of the forest now. Yeah, I'd totally forgotten about the offsets. It's moving slightly to the left of the line, which is what we need for the second, for the overlap to work. Going to, because obviously the measurement is exactly right. That is definitely, we know that. It's what it is it's got to be center of the, as if this was the very middle of the thing. And obviously I've also guessed based upon listening to what other people said for other very similar types. So it will be a miracle if I get this right, because it will be basically based upon what other people have actually said. And that, so far, that's not looking bad, the overlap, but it's really on the ups and the downs. Although, yeah, because it looks right on this anyway. I think it's when you go left, that's perfect. But when you come back, if you don't do an offset, there's a gap. And I can't explain it. It makes sense to me when I watched it, but I couldn't explain it. When I was looking, I was thinking, yeah, I sort of get it, but I don't know if I get it enough to explain it to anybody else. But yeah, it'll be the true test will be not this time, the time after. I'm happy now. We shouldn't hit anything this time. So let's just see. Are there any jobs we need to do right now? No, not. No, that's true. That's coming on June. We do our harvest. It's next month, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's right. I remember me saying about we can do this harvest this month. Ooh, no. Oh no, I thought he was going to go into the forest then. Yes, I never took into consideration that when you offset, you go slightly to the left of the line. And that's hence why they've clacked all those trees. I'm going to shift with that in mind. This couple on the edge that they probably might get in the future. If this course is the one we say. If I can actually get the... Oh. Okay, any more close to that? We did follow the line, so it should be alright. Should be. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. What about you? No, you're well in from that line. Smashing. That looks good to me. So, is there much? No, there isn't. We can't set the Swadro going either yet. We need the mower to definitely get in quite a few rows before we set the Swadro going, and then before we get apples. I'm being silly. We could get the baler going, literally hooked up. This is a team effort, and I wish to show off the team working in harmony. Obviously, there is in this, even when you do contracts on like Erlingcraft, there is an order that you have to go by, and if you go too early, then you have to keep stopping and starting. So there's a little tiny bit of work that you have to do. No, I don't think I've got the baler to do that. Looking at this, I'm sure I brought the baler across. Let's use that fantastic feature of baler. I love doing this, it's amazing. Let's see, show on map. Ah, I did. Yeah, it's in that corner. I thought I brought it across. I do love that. If anybody's ever watched my Lone Oak series, honestly, the amount of times I move something from one place to another and then like, yeah, it was shocking. So that feature will heavily be used. There's loads of times I remember I went to the shop on Lone Oak. Obviously, you can park things around the back, the side. I'd often go past on the roadside looking, and it was on the wrong side. So, yeah. Right. I do love the way it disappears as well once you actually get into the circle. Oh, okay, it says. It doesn't this time. That's about right. Okay. Now then, let's have a look very briefly to see if the stayers. I need to check his lines. I would say it's on the third. Yeah, this is the third headland. We may. Oh no, it's a weird course. Yeah. We also need to check the Swadro to see if the lines on the Swadro are going to match a similar pattern, or else it's just not going to make much sense. And the trouble is, that's one thing that's in course place control. That does not look far off central. I'm not sure that I think I'm going to be close. If anything... No, I don't think I'm far off central. And we've got a very slight overlap on the left-hand side, which is what you want. I do apologise for the line, so this is just only for this particular time, so that yeah, we can get this right. I'm wanting to do this on my Calmston as well. This actually will assist us, because what we do on this, we'll have to pretty much, it may be a very slightly different measurement, so that's why I said there's always going to be on that first course where you actually have to do a little tiny bit of a, you've got to guess a little. There is a certain amount of guesstimate, which is why we won't save this course until we know that it's definitely going to be right. Just a bit of cutting there. Yeah, we should step in there. But have a look at the Coombs course, the Windrowers course after this. Definitely, once this starts on the inner ups and downs of the field work, it should be about just as we go around that corner, I think. Yeah, I think it is. It's hard to say actually. See as it goes around there. Third line, where does it split? Ah, it splits there. I see it. Yeah, just coming up now. Or is it? Oh no, I don't think it is. That wireframe is in a bit. Yeah, it's actually going to be a little bit further forward, that where we saw it, which starts just at the up top end. I think we can actually leave him now and have a look at the Deutz's section of this course now. I think we can set him going. Do you know? Oh no, I can't. I was going to say. I was going to say we could do it manually, but that's the entire reason of using Courseway, because we cannot use the bail-in thing unless we actually do that. Right. I'm going to manually pull up to that though. It's cheating a little, but the start point is there. Okay. Let's check. Oh, he is doing very similar actually, but it's his second. Yeah. Trying to think of his course, it goes like that. I think we're going to need to wait a while, if I'm honest. Yeah, look at his second round is totally wrong. It was well over here. So no, we're going to have to wait a while for the lawnmower. Took it again. So the last time, the lawnmower. Well, I suppose it is as the English would call it, a lawnmower, but it's a little more than a lawnmower. It is a mower. This is hardly a lawn. I don't know, Mr. Smith. What are you like? Okay, let's go and have a look at the statement. Let's not cancel the job either. Now, this is why I did 3 headlands. We tried 2 last time and it crashed into the trees and got stuck, which is why I changed it to 3 headlands so that we would. Ooh, no, I think we're okay. I think we've actually got the number right. Excellent. This is where it goes wrong, where it goes back down. If you don't do an offset, it actually leaves a gap. It looks to me we've already done that one, and it looks like the offset is spot on. Wow, wow, yeah. There's actually a very, very faint. I mean, real. Oh, no, it's actually. Yeah, spot on. Wow. Ooh, now you're going an awful long turning circle for that. Oh, please. Ooh, that's by the skin of our teeth. Still. Right. I'm happy with that. Let's switch the lines off. Let's start stop only. Let's save the course. Save course. Activate. We want 58. Offset. Mowing. 7.4 meters. Stroke. 24.4 feet. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't activate. I did that last time. Activate. Oh, do you know? 58. Offset. Mowing. 3.1 and 7.5 actually. 7.5 stroke 24.4 feet. Okay. Oh. I wonder if it can't. I've never known that before. It's very strange. Now then, let's see how. Yeah, I think another couple, and then I think we'll be able to set the. It is nice to see it doing it though, and it is nice to see the lights off. But that is, I am so pleased with that. Honestly, that is amazing. Yeah, I've sort of been stressing about courseplay because I knew I was close. It's these offsets. I don't think I've ever really. I've always not cheated, but I've always had butterfly mode setups, usually, or even the Fendt GT, which was always centre. There's no offset to work out, so I've never had this problem. Then obviously I was like getting to grips with courseplay, thinking, oh, I finally got there. I actually understand how to use courseplay now. And then I did my first thing on Calmston, I think it was, and I realised that I'd not got it right. There were gaps. It was perfect doing the outer rounds, and then as soon as it hit the ups and the downs, it would go down the field correctly, turn around, go up the field wrongly, and there was a gap of about, say, the front mower's width, and I thought, oh, what have I done wrong? And here was me, of course, as you do, saying, oh, courseplay, and it wasn't courseplay at all, it was, I hadn't done the offset at all, so I would say maybe even one more after this to actually get this right, because we need to get to that corner with the cuts. So once we've done that, we should be pretty much okay. He says this is only a guesstimate, but we do need the mower to get far. This is why I did used to love, and I will be so. I mean, it was funny, but there was supposed to be. I actually watched the modder talk about the Fendt GT. It's one of my favourite starting things, that they said it was going to be ready for January, but I haven't. Yeah, again, actually, I'm not sure if it's an offering through the mod hub, so I'm going to have to look to see if I'm right. Yeah, because it was. I'm sure it might not be an official mod hub. It might be one of those safe mods type ones. I think they do partner with Giants though. But yeah, we shall have to see, because seriously, I would willingly grab a couple of Fendt GTs, 2 mowers to hit a field like this. It would be done so quickly, equivalent of I said 15 meters last time I spoke about them. It's actually 14.2. It was 7.1 meters the mower on the Fendt GTs. I used to love their mowers as well. They had this funny trick of splitting when they hit something. It made them, because they were like wireframe mowers, they weren't very, but it was quite amazing how the mod treated it. If it clashed with something, it split the mowers and sort of did a funny skitter around. It was quite amazing. Let's see. I think it's going to be the next one, and I'm not sure if we're going to be in the way when we are. We shall see this time. You're doing a cracking job, good lady. You really are. unless I bestow jump when I've got horseplay correct. I've always said it's about teams. That's why I cottoned on the other day when I was talking about getting the Bender Swift cultivator. It was at that point I thought you were always on about team. I know I said this last session. But yeah, I do think it is. I think we will be able to turn it around. Yeah, it will be the next time though, I think. Might be. Oh, come on. Surely not. We shouldn't need to go that far. Wow. Excellent. I think next time though I'm definitely going to be in the way. But what we're going to do is we're going to go further down the field with this. We're going to go backwards and go around the corner somewhat. Like say that. I don't think, yeah, we'll just hit the edge of the map. My bad. Yeah, I think it's one more. Once we've got this section here done, we'll be able to do it. Oh, he says that. It's the out around here, isn't it, that's important? I think we're going to need to grab that mower. I do. I think we're going to need to do a quick Taz. Let them get to this, and then we're going to grab it. Just let it going manually, and then we shall. I don't care if we. Yeah, right. So it's good enough there. It's this edge here that's going to be wrong. I know we're gonna. He's obviously gonna go over this sheet if it's still the same. It never is the same work, is it? Whoever he or she is gonna go over this again, but I don't mind. It's just about getting the Squadro going, so then we can get the Baylor. Otherwise, this is going to be an absolute monster of a job. That's just the same way I'd love to have like 2 Fen GTs. I'm going to have to look at that. I am seriously looking forward to seeing what the Fen GT. It looks different. They've done it a real good job. It showed you the graphics on how far they've got already with the Fen GT, and it was quite amazing. I love that tractor. Yeah, it's one of the nice serious things. I was like, oh, FNGT for a bit. And even then, actually, I was thinking, well, I didn't even know if there would be a FNGT just because there was in FS19. Does it mean that somebody, obviously, there must have been a lot of, well, whoever made the mod initially has decided they're going to do it for FS22, and that is, as far as I'm concerned, fantastic. We're going to need to reach the wireframe. Although we can cheat, we can step this at this point and then do the nearest point from Courseplays thing, which will be at this point on the corner. We'll do that. Here. Even if it means he's going to, or she is going to, do another run around the field, shove around there. Let's try that. We need to zoom in a little. Yeah, oh, I'm not sure. Actually, if this starts, let's try and trace that line. Goes up and then around. Nearest. Oh, it's hard to trace that wire. Yeah, it's going to be there. man this time. Okay, Swadro. Okay. Courseplay. Great job. Courseplay. Okay, let's try that. It is the first waypoint. We may well get this go through without canola field. That's the only nasty bit, but there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Oh no, no, well yes, yes, I was right. I was very much right. Excellent. Right, let's grab those lines off though. Start stop only. And let's grab. Oh, I've not saved the course. Now this is the bit I don't understand. Oh, yeah, I need to jump in here and save the course. Now I've done this before with the course active, so I don't understand why this won't let you save the course. Course interaction. Save course. Activate. 58. 19 meter. Windrower. I wonder if I did too many characters. Bizarre. Okay. Right, what we need to do is change him now to... This isn't about me being lazy either, not this time. This is really about seeing if I can get courseplay correct on this one. I don't mind bailing myself, but let's just get this tidied up there. Whoa, be careful. Just tidying this up because it's not going to get that. Wow. Now then I need to get this off the course. I'm going to make a bit of a mess. Bail to keep this a bit tidy because it's going to make it awkward for the... Oh, I must have missed a couple of lines. Wow, it's going to make the windrower go wrong. Automatic drop. Okay. Now then, to switch the windrower course on. Okay, so we want clear current course. And we want load course, and we want create job. I need to press activate. I remember. Load course. Activate. Oh. Fantastic. Brilliant. Now then, he's going to hit me. Create job and go. Let's see if I get away with that. Okay. I don't really know. I have no idea why you are doing that. Not kidding, I stopped you manually. What on earth were you doing? Yeah, what? I don't get it. Ooh. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, that would have worked, but yeah, there's going to be a bit of manual cleanup definitely on this. So, create job. First waypoint. Aha, he's actually got it right this time. I don't get how this goes wrong sometimes. And then corrects itself and it then goes right. Very bizarre. Right, the grass cut though, that is going to go wrong. We need to change the grass cutter. Put it to the beginning of that course. Oh, am I just going to... Yeah, I think we'll just manually do one line. It's definitely... Yeah, I think we're going to get clocked. Yeah. We are. Let's quickly stop this before the accident happens. Okay. Actually, yeah, this is perfect because he is going to be going in that exact place, so we need to stop him anyway. Yeah. And I did say, yeah, wow, this windrow on this field is going to make such... What are you doing? Are those trees still going to be in your way for the turnarounds? That's something I never considered. Still 3 headlands though. So technically it should be. But this, it is a learning curve. I knew it would be this first time. Obviously we've completely changed so many parameters by grabbing course play in. Oh. Oh no, I thought it stopped as in they'd abandoned ship, but no. Ah, so even course play gets that slightly wrong. A tiny bit of where you let that go. I always obviously go backwards slightly, but you can see even course play's not quite got that right. Wow, you could hear that all the way over here. Release of the bale. Right. I would say one more... Oh no. Actually, this entire section is going to need doing, thinking about it, for that to run second in a bit. So, luckily the baler has got quite a long way before he reaches him. And we'll take over the mowing once he's done that bit up there. Yeah, definitely. It has, because it's got to do that entire inner section or outer section. In fact, it might be wise again if we grab the mower and do that next outer section. Until we've got a couple of mowers, really, we're going to have to. There's going to be a lot of fine tuning of this. Let's let him get to the end, and we shall take over. The baler doing fine. That's an outer section. This is just on the cusp of being able to use these 2 mowers. Yeah, it's sort of just there. Struggles. If this was a hilly course, there's no way it would manage it. I mean, there's a slight bit of a hill here, and that's sort of, yeah, slowing it down. Should just be that to be able to do this. What we're going to do is, while we've got the mower, we're going to go do that bit that got missed though, because we're lucky with the coon doing that next. Actually, if we do that now, there won't be any missed fields, bits on the field. Yeah, that should be just about perfect. Yeah, as I said, it sometimes is the fact that 2 sets of mowers can make such a big difference to doing a field like this. Certain bits where obviously the course play dictates the course by its own sort of methods, and that's not always right. Yeah, we need to go put that down. Now then, where's the bay they got to? It's almost caught up with the Squadron now. No, it's still coming around that. Got that entire out section. Obviously, this is what I said about these windrows, because this is going to be a bit of manual cleanup by the look of it. Because of how big the Squadron is, it obviously creates massive windrows, which means that baler's going to be dropping bales quite frequently. I think we should get away with just one more manual. We should be okay. Yeah, the Squadron has just missed this bit. Looking at this. Fantastic, and then we should set him going, or them, say them, because I don't know if it's going to be a man or a woman when they pop. We have no, oh wow, that's about perfect. You've got to be absolutely perfect, because this is horseplay a proper line. Right, okay. May actually use a standard worker now, if I'm honest. I think we should start. We can use courseplay. This is the bit where courseplay sometimes goes wrong. So it goes that way, and then, yeah, set destination, create job. Nearest to, I would say it's that one. And then let's jump into the, and let's do courseplay on that. On the Deutz, create job, nearest, and yeah, we're gonna, oh no, he's still on the outer round. I think I'm gonna start, oh, no. Create job, nearest to that point. Go. Okay. Create job, nearest to second line. Ah, might be because he's too close to the baler. Yeah, maybe it was. Oh, that's the, because of the turnaround. Yeah, it's, I missed that lot, that's it. Oh. Did they stop? Oh, did I? I might probably cancel by mistake. It is possible. Let's do a bit of cleaning on this corner. It's been missing any grass. This is our livelihood. Clean up, that should all be done. Fantastic. Let's grab that. Oh, I might not have access to that now. May not. No. So we set that on that line. We should. Bit of course play, create nearest to where we are. See what happens. Everybody's playing nicely. That's great. Swadrow's coming round for its next set. There's going to be a bit. There is, yeah, where the Swadrow's done weird turnarounds. Yeah, there's going to be definitely a little bit of manual cleaning on. This is more proof of concept, really. If we can get this all working right, if we get this course worked out properly, then going forwards, I need to save the mowing course because actually it was good. Wow, that's definitely not right. That where it loops out. So I don't know what happened there. That'd be. Oh, the Swadrow's getting ready for his first into the field. That should be perfect now. Let's have a look. I would say they are nearly. Oh, I'd forgotten. Of course, I did actually set it back on Courseway, didn't I? That's it. Brilliant. We do need to save this course very briefly now. Very briefly. Let's save that course. So. Save course. Activate. 58. Just going to call it offset mowing. No, 24.4 meter mowing. It could be the limit on. Yeah, it was fine with that. Right, smashing. So that's the mower save, and ooh, I say that. I can see some grass that I missed. An entire banding. I obviously set him on the wrong thing. That's how easy it is to miss one. Ooh, it might be two sections actually. So if I can get this done before the windrower needs to do this section. What's the Swadrow doing? Ooh, yeah. It's going over where the bales are. It's in trouble. This is where we could do with the fourth tractor. So that I can manually grab the yeah. I could actually grab the bales that are in the way. You don't need to grab them all, but there's always going to be some, and that's obviously just stops the windrower now, so I'm going to need to intervene manually in a minute. And this is, of course, both the strength and the weakness of something like Courseplay, which is why, as I say, it's not about being lazy or leaving it all to Courseplay. It's about working the course out. Of course, when you've done all the hard work and got your course perfect, then obviously it works like a dream. It really does. So absolutely amazing. Obviously, bearing in mind it is still a beta. Right, let's grab that. The Deutz. And we're going to need to switch the lines on because I'm going to need to follow the lines for a minute. Okay. Right, let's lift it. No, not fold. Up to lift. It's lifted, isn't it? Whoa. What am I stuck on? Oh, I'm still stuck on the bale. Right, my bad. Wow. The way windrows can actually batter these things around. Right, so... it was actually going right the way down that bottom of the field, looking at it. Yeah. It's this end here that we need. Right, we need to... Yeah, he's going to put that in a minute, so... Let's do a spin around to try and beat the baler. As if I don't keep switching this off. Right, so this one. And we shall set him going once we're out of the way of the baler. Right, smash him. In fact, actually, no, let's go a bit further. Yeah, it's going to tidy up some of that, actually. That last line was messy, so that's brilliant. Right, I'm happy for him to turn around here. Right, so create job, nearest. Let's see, that should be okay with that. Oh, wow, perfect. Right, let's get rid of the lines again. Fantastic, excellent. Wow, beta's gone on that out. Now then, this is the interesting bits, is these turnarounds. And this is another reason why it is important, the order and when you set things off, because it can cause, also say normally I did used to before, I would have gone and started to collect certain bales up. So yes, not necessarily all of them, well in fact definitely not all of them. Now I'm wondering if Giants have changed the harvest ratios, because this was fully harvested, and fully harvested, fully fertilised and fully grown. And I don't think we're going to be, so this should be on par with the best ones we've got. So I'm wondering whether ratios of things have been tweaked, because I don't looking at what we've done so far, that we're going to get 100 and something. Even though the windrowers are producing a lot per windrow, I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it, sometimes? It's guesstimating. Yeah, there is a lot of field still to do. And I suppose when you look at the outside too, there are a lot of bales per windrow, so it's hard to say. Let's have a look how many we've done this session for those two. It's 37, yeah. That is a lot. I don't know. It might, yeah, might actually be wrong. Might actually be spot on what it was in the with the others. Now then, these turnarounds might be the ones where I have to switch the lines on and maybe take over to do a couple of manual ones. This one might be okay. It's the turnaround. I think it's going to clock that line of bales. Sorry, good lady. Yeah. Now, I think that's the character, the young lady from the video. Looking at her characteristics, looks like the same face. I think we have the star of the movie Giants did, the gentleman's daughter. I do indeed think that is all. Now then, this is going to be interesting. To manually, yeah, we do. Let's not wait for the accident to happen. That's why I do like to look at this, the amount of times in even FS19 that yeah, let's switch the lines back on. Yeah, this, to be honest, with how large this is, I think it would be perfect to take over. Let's that one with these up and follow them down. Right, yeah. Weren't many stones really. I wasn't as perfect as I thought, but it is difficult when you're doing an entire field. You're bound to miss bits and bobs. Yeah, there's definitely a lot cleaner there. Ooh, it's going to get right in my way. Let's try and get over that bale. Wow, he's almost doing two on top of each other. That is amazing. I was right. I did say it would be like, but no, I wasn't far off right. Right, let's get this line as perfect as we possibly can, otherwise the bathers will miss the windrows. This is one thing where the workers definitely are definitely better than me anyway. I'm not going to say all people, but yeah, you've got to keep to the line as close as possible. Lift that. Are we going to avoid being caught by the... yeah, easily. A little bit too far left of that windrow. Let's pull over slightly. This is the bit where it's going to get a bit messy. I'm going to clock a few bales. It's alright when you do it, but when the workers do it, it really is, yeah, it stops them quite easily. Right. Ooh. No, let's lift that. That bale's going to stop me. That's it. Let's try that. I'm sure we'll be alright. Ooh, I can see why they did that extra line. Just not quite. Well, all we've got left now is the baling, and lots of it. This is again another reason why you can see that actually two balers could quite easily be used, and we would be perfect now, because this would just be finishing the windrower, and then obviously perfectly we could use this for a second baler. So yes, I want to do that. To lift. Switch it on, put it down, follow the line. I'm going to grab that off of that windrow again, aren't we? What we've just done. Oh well, doesn't really matter. This time we do want to fold. Fantastic. Whoa, it's a bit leery. Whoa, that is really... Whoa, that really did send me. This is one time when the articulated tractors definitely have an advantage over every other car. They can actually escape with bales far easily than any other kind of tractor. That's what I was talking about, that HZT, for that very thing, because you can sort of articulate past the bale, which is something a standard tractor can't do. Right, let's turn these lines off. It does start stop only. Fantastic. Yeah, this is definitely a point where you can see how much of the field is left to be baled. Shall I release one? No, not really. But it is something I would consider buying another. Stick this. Yeah, I would definitely consider looking for another one. Just obviously any kind of beta wrapper all in one. In fact, I suppose it wouldn't really matter if it was a baler and then you wrapped a few. Right, I think, young lady, you have done a very good job, but I am going to take over, but it will be next session. Let's finish this though, because this is where it goes wrong. We had this once before. When you do this, it sort of keeps two bales in the thing, and then when you start, it goes wrong. So we'll just finish this bale. We will manually do this next time. I should take over. Yeah, you can see why. Obviously, there's nearly so much still to do. This is going to be a session in itself. I will obviously time lapse that as well, because there's an awful lot of tidy up work as well. So it should auto drop off, and that is where we'll leave it. So how many did we actually get? Bearing in mind there is an awful lot of the field still to do. 53. I think we may well be on par with actually beating our record. I seriously think actually I was totally wrong, and I reckon we will. I reckon we've done everything. We did roll in the lot, didn't we, this time? I think. Sure we did. No, if I've cut it all, I can't tell. And I'm sure we did everything this time. Fantastic. Right, and that is where we're going to leave it. Brilliant session. That is, I couldn't have asked for a better session. I know it was a bit bitty bobby, because obviously it's all about getting the mowing was exactly what I wanted. It was absolutely perfect actually, which is very rare. So it was a very lucky guesstimate on my part. But that course is now set. We can do that every time. As I said, I would like to. Maybe actually thinking about this now, we've got that course set though. It probably, let's have a look how much one of those. A second set of that would be. It's not that much. It's the cheapest set of mowers that you can possibly have. So I think it's going to be at 25, 35 grand, something like that for the entire setup. Brand new. 18,000 27,500. We could do that. We could get two sets of those going. I'd like to. This is the one thing I never mastered on FS19. When you set, I'll show you what I'm talking about, waffling on about. When you set a courseplay course, you can use, I'm not sure where it's going to appear. I'm not in a tractor, I can't set it. Yeah. No, but I can do it. I'll show you what I mean. You need to have the mower on. Right, okay, so with this, we now go to the courseplay courses. You can, I don't know if it would be, no, it'd be more, open the generator. Let me just see if it's on this one, row start. No, let's have a look, is it on this one? No, it's got to be this one. Some fold, stop unloading, straw swap ridge markers. Convoy, here we go. Multi-tool settings. Yeah, this is where you would need to put in a 32.8 feet. Oh, that's how close you get. So you need to create it then. Right, okay. So then we'd need to set that when we create the course. Let's have a look then. Let's try and just create a course. Create job. Open course generator. So there's got to be a setting in here where we have a... They've done it differently. That is something definitely we're going to have a look at. Right. That is definitely, that's going to take some working out, but I am so chuffed with what we've achieved, and there are an awful lot of windrows. I think we may well do better than we've ever done before. This is, I've got to be totally truthful. I know I'm waffling on a little bit now, but this is important, I think, just to acknowledge we have at no point on No Man's Land done any kind of cheating, any kind of tongue-in-cheek. We have literally put our hand to the plough, as the saying goes, and we haven't taken any shortcuts at any point. I mean, I know we're using workers now. We always said that if we had more than one field or multiple fields, I did always say that from the beginning, that there would be a point we needed to have workers. And also, what's the point in having 3 tractors if you're only ever going to use one at one time? No person can actually manage a farm of this sort of size and going forwards. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, in a cack-handed sort of way, is we are really now getting to the point where we're buying multiple sets of tools and things like that to actually make this easier. So there will come a time as well where we are probably going to need another tractor or two, even if it's only for something like the stayer to be doing. That's the point. Why wasn't there a small tractor in the sales? No, there was a large tractor in the sales. That's, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, going forwards, definitely, I think there's definitely room for another, like, small tractor. In fact, actually, yeah, thinking about this, isn't there a... I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though. Let me just check. What horsepower do we need for those 2 mowers? 80... 140. So still quite... Let's have a look, then. What's small? 140, that only goes up to 112. 68. That's 75, 95, 170, 140, 95. I think it's going to be, yeah, ooh, that would just do it, the Massey. Let's look at the, it's these two I was thinking about, 105 horsepower. No, they wouldn't do it either. Yeah. Let's look at the medium. It's got to have a front 3-point link though. I suppose, thinking about it, we could probably buy another one of the Deutzers. Get a second one of those with a front 3-point link. It does a good job. That's a possibility, thinking about it. Yeah. Wow. Star and Max. That's good, mind you, to be honest. If I was gonna go new, I would actually go this route. I would definitely buy this. I've just bought one of these on my and would go for the 249. That is only 103,000 for a 249. Slightly more. We need a front three-point link. So yeah, 105,500 for 249 horsepower beast. So if I'd got to buy one from new, I would be thinking of that type of thing, and that would not only help us with the mowing, but also with lots of other things. So yeah. Anyway, enough waffling. What I was trying to say, with all of the equipment that we've had, the Coon, the Swadro, and the Crone. Why am I saying the Coon? The Crone Swadro. And then, of course, we've got the massive 18.2 planter now that can do any kind of crop. Really is beginning to take shape. I'm actually looking forward to, for the very first time. The only thing I am thinking of is obviously the stone fetching. Until they fix the workers so that they don't ruin stones. Obviously, we're going to have to manually do those fields. I do actually enjoy it, if I'm honest, but it is a lot. It really is. And I think once we get to the point where we're doing 2 fields, like once we've bought the next square and we're actually doing sunflowers, that is when that is going to get quite tough. So there are some points you think that, am I better to go for an 8.2 meter, 18.2 meter? But I have a feeling, I seem to recall somebody saying that on No Man's Land, even the cultivators that shouldn't produce stones actually do on this map. So yeah, that's another thing. We might actually lease one of the Bedford Swifts just to see if that's true. Because if it is, then we may as well go for the 2.9 meters. So yeah, it's definitely an option. But anyway, yeah, no more waffling. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. It really, to me now, is getting very exciting. I'm loving where we are. It's really taking shape. But anyway, goodbye for now.